Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Gyan Bhakti. We focus on spirituality, a journey to self realization. Please subscribe for the mystical meanings of the scriptures and daily satsang. Our humble prostrations to the all pervading Brahman, our worshipful Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayananda Maharaj, all sages and scriptures, and to the divinity in each of you. We are currently exploring the scripture Kundalini Yoga. Commentaries by Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda ji, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. Today we are starting a new chakra as we are going upwards in our journey, and we are studying Agya Chakra. Agya also means command. Kundalini meditation traditionally begins with the Mool Adhara Chakra at the base of the spine and then continues with the Swadhisthana Chakra, Manipur Chakra, Anahata Chakra, Vishuddhi Chakra, and then the Agya Chakra, the next higher chakra situated in the subtle vital channel known as the Shushumna Nadi. Agya literally means command. If an aspirant were to concentrate on the unfolding of the Agya chakra and ignore the other chakras, the others would blossom automatically also, and Kundalini would flow through them in a spontaneous manner. This is like the master key, the passcode to everything. So, a very profound chakra. Mystic facts related to the Agya Chakra, symbolic lotus form of the chakra and its root letters. Each chakra is figuratively described as a mystic lotus. As the dormant energy unfolds at the chakra, that's unfolding is symbolized as the blossoming of the lotus. The Agya Chakra has two nadis that join or radiate from it. These nadis or vital or astral channels are represented by two petals that symbolize the Agya Chakra. Written on each petal is a bij akshar or root letter. The mystic implication is that as each petal pulsates, the pulsation is symbolized by the sound of the Sanskrit letter. Further, the central root letter of the pulsating heart of the chakra is Om. Rather than focusing on the various letters associated with the petals, one may mentally repeat that single root letter, Om. As you well know, Om is the cosmic hum, and therefore most sages and saints always chant Om before starting the scriptural teachings or even while meditating. And every mantra also proceeds with an Om. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, etc. So, when you focus on Om, visualize the pulsation of the heart of the lotus. The element associated with the chakra, the element that predominates at the Agya Chakra is not an ordinary element, for at this level, all elements are actually transcended. Remember, we have earth, water, fire, air, ether, which we have covered in each of the chakras below. So as the Agya Chakra unfolds, one begins to commune with Mahat Tattva, or the cosmic mind itself, and passes through the gateway to Samadhi. So there is no particular physical element, but it's a transcendental element. The colors associated with the chakra, the petals of the lotus at the Agya Chakra are white. You may meditate upon the chakra by visualizing the lotus with this hue. Also, since Mahat Tattva or the cosmic mind predominates at Agya, you may move in a Vedantic direction and meditate upon a golden hue, which is symbolic of the cosmic mind, also known as Hiranyagarbha. Hiranya means golden. Loka or plane of consciousness associated with the chakra. The Agya Chakra is related to Tapahaloka, the causal plane, also known as Satyaloka or Brahmaloka. Thus, when Kundalini flows into this region between the eyebrows and opens the chakra, the yogi is at the threshold of the experience that will lead to a high state of samadhi. Presiding deity associated with the chakra is Shiva, the destroyer of the universe in his supreme aspect. His Shakti is known as Hakini. A special name has evolved for her with relation to this chakra. While meditating on the Agya chakra, commune with Shiva and his Shakti to become one with them. Yantra associated with the chakra. The yantra at the Agya chakra representing the full moon is shown below. As we say, Om Hum Sham. You cannot see the picture since I am verbally chanting it, but you can imagine it that there is a circle with two leaves on it, and it's right at the in between at the intersection of our forehead at the command center, with the root letter being Om and the two petals being Hum and Sham. As we have stated earlier, yogis who meditate upon the Agya chakra begin to commune with the cosmic mind and enter into the joy of the samadhi. So that is the fruit of this chakra. The first stage of samadhi is the lower samadhi. In lower samadhi, there is support for the practice of meditation. If you study Raj Yoga, you will learn the lower samadhis include Savitarka, Nirvitarka, Savichara, Nirvichara, Sananda, and Sasmita. For serious aspirants, if you go to my playlist in the YouTube video section, you will find the Raja Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, where we have covered every single verse in great detail. And we have covered this level of lower and higher samadhi there also. In Sasmita, Savichara, Nirvichara, Sananda, Sasmita, so these are all very detailed processes and requires a lot of time that sage Patanjali has guided us with. So if you follow that properly, you will see the deeper meanings. We cannot cover that in these sessions. In Sasmita Samadhi, one reaches the plane of pure ego, the root of the ego. During this experience, there is awareness that I am, but there is no identification with anything. The mind is flooded with sattva or purity, and one develops intuitive vision. That intuitional vision reveals the fact that the self within you is Brahman, and you are that Brahman, thou art that. These are the Upanishadic statements. Such intuitive vision roots out all the impurities of the mind. There is an interesting ancient story about Lord Shiva and the Cupid god that gives insight into the power of divine intuition. Once Lord Shiva was seated in samadhi for a very long time. Seeing this, the gods became afraid that the necessary destruction of demons would cease if Lord Shiva remained absorbed in that fashion much longer. Therefore, they came up with a plan to distract him from samadhi. They sent the Cupid god with his army of celestial temptations to exercise their power over Shiva. But try as they might, nothing distracted Lord Shiva, and he remained absorbed in samadhi. When all else had failed, Cupid god summoned up all his courage and discharged his flowery arrow at Lord Shiva. Suddenly, Lord Shiva opened his two eyes, and then he opened his third eye. Immediately from that eye, a light flashed and sought out the Cupid god, who was hiding in the branches of a flowery tree. As a result, the Cupid god was burnt to ashes. The story portrays in a more colorful fashion how the opening of the third eye, the mystic eye of intuition, immediately destroys all illusions of the world. That third eye is latent in everyone, but it can be opened and exercised only by those who are reaching the heights of spiritual maturity. In other words, lots of meditation, tapasya, progress, and then um, all that's why we call this Agya Chakra the command chakra, because it is such a powerful place. Opening of the third eye implies working at the plane of intuition, possessing a vision that sees the totality of all things. Utilizing the two normal eyes implies operating at the level of limited intellectualism, in which all experience is fragmented. It is the unfolding of intuition that leads one directly to self realization. So, that is the fruit, the journey, and we have to open up the knot of avidya or ignorance. So, this is the end of today's satsang. Tomorrow we will be covering the pranayama exercises as we have been doing over this journey on each individual chakra. Hari Om Tat Sat.